Much for clicking on that play button. This is Donna Marie Johnson coming to you to remind you to go ahead and get registered for the Market Like a Queen 4th Annual Conference. It's coming up in a week on Monday, the 5th of December. Me and the speakers were all so excited about this conference. Let me show you why. I'm going to go over to our blog so you can learn more about it. Give me a second here. All right, so before we listen to that audio excerpt of one of the interviews, I'm going to encourage you to read our blog because it explains the whole point of the conference, why it's important to be there, why it's important to hear not just the inspiration that's being given, but also the empowering tips and information that's being given. This annual conference is all about you understanding what your hidden and sneaky confidence stealers are. We understand what, for our own selves, as the speakers for the conference, we get what it looks like when we have something that's attacking our confidence. And sometimes when we don't, we have coaches, which is what we're doing here. Coaches help us understand what that looks like when you have any types of things attacking your confidence. It could be fear of new things, doing something new. It could be that you've had somebody that's intentionally trying to block your career. Unfortunately, that happens. It's happened to me. It's happened to most women leaders that I know of who are aspiring to break through that glass ceiling. You have people who are constantly trying to give their opinions and feedback. That can steal your confidence. And you didn't ask them, but they have an opinion. Everybody that has one. And sometimes it's just simply that life is hitting you so hard that you feel like it's too hard for you to be able to do this thing. So all of our speakers, their whole goal is to keep you not just inspired, but to keep you informed on things you can practically do so that after you stop feeling good after the conference, you can still have practical things that'll keep you moving forward. So that's what we're focused on. Let me play one of these excerpts for you real quickly here so that you can see what types of things you'll hear during this conference.
Heather, go ahead and share with the audience more about who you are and what you're doing to inspire.
Well, I originally did not plan to be an entrepreneur. It wasn't something that I lived for or dreamed about. It wasn't anything that I thought was possible. I stumbled my way here by divine appointment, and that began when I saw a need with the previous owner of CWA, and God led me to help her. And when he asked me to reach out to her, I definitely felt uncomfortable, and I remember feeling all the butterflies, and I didn't feel comfortable doing it. But I stepped out, and I obeyed, and I reached out to her, and so I began as a volunteer. And then eventually, after I had been learning the ropes and helping out for a while, she felt that it was time for her to sell her business. And thankfully, God made a way for me to take it on. By then I bonded with what she created, and I believed in its future, and I wanted to be part of that future. So I was able to purchase it from her, and what began as just obedience became my business. So now my vision for Christian Women Affiliate is just to provide a place where Christian women can come together and appreciate our doctrinal diversity and the things that normally would fracture or tear us apart, but bringing them together and networking our strengths and sharing the message God lays on our hearts and unifying with each other to reach an audience that just desperately needs God. And so my business plan is just to be a platform that elevates others and puts their needs front and center. I wasn't myself. I didn't feel like I was myself, and I felt very challenged to run a business when I felt like everything was flipping upside down inside of me. So everything that was, basic functions of my job became very challenging for me. And that's where I had to really kind of examine, is this still what you want me to do, God? I had to really pray and really myself, because every instinct you have just says, just run, just quit, just give up, just be done with this. This is too hard. This is, I survived before I had my business, so of course I could survive after, if I quit. There was all kinds of discouragement that just hit me, and all these ideas of just, it wouldn't be hard to sell it. It wouldn't be hard to quit here. And my business has been successful this whole time. I mean, even when I wasn't present, when I was in another state, God held my business for me. Things were paid that just was a miracle that it was covered. God took care of everything for me and still retained success in my business. But everything in me wanted to give up because I didn't feel qualified anymore. I didn't feel well enough to do everything. And I think that's where the enemy wants to take people who are called of God to do something, to run a business or to manage a company. It takes a lot of skill. It takes a lot of energy from us to do these things, especially when there's attacks on our family. And
so that was Heather Randall. She is the owner of the CWA Radio Network and Christian Women Affiliate Networking. That is just one of several speakers. We would love to see you on Monday, December 5th. Register ASAP so you can take advantage of some of the offers that we have going on right now. Thanks again for watching. God bless. Bye-bye.